that was a waste of life for me. I was already smart, intellectual, good guy. Being in, especially in state prison, around all them dope fiends. So San Quentin, bro, I used to sell dope in San Quentin. Like, I never even saw crack until I got to San Quentin. So no, I didn't become a good or better person because I was doing illegal stuff in there. Yeah, because I worked in R&R reception center, and anybody came in with dope, I would give them bugler, and I like get a 25 rock that, you know, $25 on the street, cut that up, make 500. And so yeah, it was just, and San Quentin is the worst, man. It's so political and fun, and it's like the streets.
Yeah.
It's like living in Oakland or Frisco. It's like just always something going. I stayed in the hole at Quentin.
Because there's so much gang stuff going on in there, and you're from the Bay, where you're from Oakland, where there's not really that gang shit. Like, how did they accept you, or what was the thought process?
No,
on
so
that?
you know, Quentin is ran by mostly Kumi and BGF.
Okay.
Yeah, it's no, bro. When I did time, and I started off because I caught my case in Fresno, Delano, Wasco, Tehachapi. Gang, like Crips and Bloods wasn't tripping.
Right.
It was like workout, money. They didn't even do dope like Northern California prisons. They get a little weed, they cool. When I get to San Quentin is when I lost. I was supposed to do 5 years, 10 months. I ended up going to San Quentin, losing all my ties.
Right.
Doing 7 years off 7.
Wow.
Wow. They wild in the Bay Area, way wilder than Southern California.
So you did 7 years in total on this run?
Yeah, but I was a recidivist. I liked prison. I went back 4 times.
4 more times. So, okay, you get out that first time, and what do you do?
2001. I did 94 to 2001.
Okay, and then you get out, and
I get out, and so I become a stripper, a personal trainer, making bread.
Really?
Out stripping alone, I was making $2,000-3,000 a weekend.
Where were you staying at, and where were you stripping?
I was back in Oakland on 98th and East Street, down the street from my mother. I got an apartment, and so I was working at 24 Hour Fitness in San Leandro, and I was with a strip agency called Men of Exotica. Bro, my second day out of prison, I got with the strip agency. We did a fucking strip show for like 10,000 women. It was a John B. concert.
What?
Bro, that shit. I was hooked. All those bras screaming for it. I got out swole. I was the swollest one, and it was.
And you were dancing for chicks. I feel like chicks don't go to male strip clubs anymore. Is it still a thing? It was huge
you got
back
some
then?
out here. What's that strip? You got a couple of strip clubs out here that women go to.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you have any reservations about doing this? Was there anybody saying like, nah, that shit's gay to be a stripper?
Yeah. And so
and you didn't give a fuck, or what?
I wanted to, it's glad you a good interview. I wanted to touch on that. So me being who I was.
And by the way, I know some gang members who used to strip back in the day, and I wouldn't bring it up, but I know it's a thing, so I'm interested what the mentality is.
Yeah, I know the game or something. But no, so listen, so yeah, I had an issue with it. So some of the guys in the gang, whatever, like they got to the founder. They went to the founder, like, bruh, y'all letting the top men on the streets be a stripper? That gay shit? Bro, I found out I had to get on them. But yeah, so in Oakland, that was a stigma. If you're a stripper, that gay shit, nigga, gay ass stripper. Well, I'm like, so what happened was I started taking a few of those dudes with me that was calling themselves hardcore gangsters and shit. They like, bro, shit, sign me up. All that money getting thrown. But yeah, I went against the grain with it because I never gave a fuck. And when you get down for the you don't give a fuck with money. Like, boy, I'd knock your fucking noodles out.
Right.
Like, I didn't care. I was like, that was good money. Because that was my plan. When I went to prison, I'm going to get out, be a personal trainer and a stripper. That was the plan. And I did it in that same week.
And so you're probably making pretty fucking good money at that point.
Oh, man.
Especially fresh out of prison.
I was making like, you figure a weekend, I'd make a good $3,000 with stripping and my job. Right. So what happened was, the reason I went back I got a car, a 5.0 Mustang, and I got in an accident on the street, on a freeway. Excuse me, on the 580 freeway. And so, you know, I'm like I am now. It's in the shop. I want to rent the top car. So I rented another Mustang. That shit was like $100-something a day. So I'm paying it, waiting on my car. The personal trainer shit, I didn't know it dips. So it was like it dips in like December, something like that, where
everybody starts working out and goes on vacation and shit.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. So I'm spending money like crazy, and my money like almost went broke again. So I'm like, fuck. I get at my little brother. I say, hey, bro, give me one of those half things, man. I'm half a kilo, right? Bro, I didn't last 90 days. I got that kilo, and I'm got everybody on the block selling and woo. Police. It's like, I think they had a chip in me. And I actually, when you see guys keep going back, because they make you get that tuberculosis shot. They force it on your ass. I think that's a chip. Anytime
they just figured out your operations so quickly that
it wasn't 90 days.
Right.
And they threw a case on me. They said, oh, we seen you do like this. I was a third player. A lot of people haven't even, what the fuck is a third player? I didn't know either. They said I gave a nod to one of my workers to sell dope to somebody.
Right.
Third player, bam, I'm on parole. Now I'm fighting the case.
Wow.
So I went back to Santa Rita, got a year on a probation violation, and I ended up doing a year total, and they gave me 3 years. So I got out again after that on parole, probation, and I'm like, fuck. So I started going to Frisco because I was hot in Oakland. I started going to Tenderloins down there, right? I'm the big dog.
Right.
The streets is mine. And I got a line on how many ever I can handle keys. Oh, you could, what? Sell it, boy.
So
right?
you got out on that quick bid, and then you were like, fuck it, I'm going to just keep pushing this.
Oh, I was big-headed after that because I got the line.
Right.
And the streets.
So the stripping money / personal training money might have ended up being, what, like $15,000 a month? Something like that, maybe?
Maybe about 10.
And then, but selling coke is, you can make $100,000 a month, right?
I couldn't.
You couldn't. It didn't last long.
I couldn't. Bro, I was getting unlimited. That's why I knew the dope game was hyped up from movies and stuff like that. I was getting, bro, I thought I'm getting burnt. Bro, I know how to cook. My boy we got a whole operation. I couldn't make no money.
Really?
Yeah.
What, things kept coming up?
Yeah, you figure a youngster call you, hey, can I get a 9-pack? Firstly, I'm on parole probation. I don't trust nobody, so I got a pistol on me. I'm in a hot-ass car with rims. I was one of them dumb motherfuckers. And the car, fly-ass car with big rims, hella music, playing the music with a whole 9-ounce on me and a pistol.
Right.
And I got to take it to him in the hood because he ain't got a car. So when I get there, give me my 4,500. Bruh, I'm 500 short. So you got to go through all that. So I was going through, I'm like, what I can't get rich selling D, man.
Right.
So anyway, I went to Tenderloins and boom, caught a case out there. Yeah, another third party. They just started just giving me those. Third player, went to Frisco County Jail.
Was that stuff they did before, like the RICO Act shit? Like in terms of like just sort of this nod that you're describing?
So you figure this 2001, 2002.
Okay.
When
so
this
they did
is
have
going
RICO
on.
by then, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And so
that's federal shit.
Oakland, they just start playing on that to get the big dogs out the way. Third player. Like, we seen you give a nod. What? With no dope found, nothing?
Right.
And the courts would allow it. And so, yeah, I caught another case in Frisco and did 90 days. Got out, and I'm like, man, this dope game ain't working for me. I think I'm going to get out and pimp. Right?
That's tight. Yeah.
So I was in the cell with this old school pimp dude. I read all the Slim, all them pimp books, Iceberg Slims and all that. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get out, be a pimp. So in the midst of me doing that, I was selling X at the same time. And so the pimping, that shit. My first day pimping, I knew pimping was simping.
In what way?
Pimps are suckers, bro.
You just have to deal with so much bullshit.
You're a taxi cab driver. You're a fucking you the bodyguard. You gotta go buy them clothes, nails, hair. If they caught. So what made me realize that my first hoe, I dropped her off on International, East 14. Then she was from Frisco. And so I sat her down. It wasn't 30 minutes went by. She like called me. Like, hey, I need you to come get me this big buff nigga about to throw me in the van. Right? So I pull up, I'm Lexus, big rims, with the pistol out. Hey, what's happening, bro? What you doing my hoe, man? He said, hey, nigga, the bitch got caught slipping. She was reckless eyeballing, you know what I'm saying? And I say, bro, unhance my hoe, bro. He like, nigga, he said something. I'm like, nigga, this on Kumi, nigga. Release my bitch, nigga. He's like, all right, this time, but nigga, next time the bitch is had. And man, right then I flashed on shooting them. And I'm like, damn, here it is. I'm about to possibly kill this man for this broad who go be back home anyway. If I'm in prison doing a L, and I don't even know this broad. Pimping is for suckers.